Coming up in today's video, Jessie B gets excited.
Yeah.
I say, and Zloy sings me a song.
Consolas, your garbage, our process are wild.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 3. Today we're going to be making everything look just a little bit nicer. But before we get to that, Jessie B and I had a quick go of my new shooting game. Miss B.
Yes,
I have made a game that doesn't have a name yet because I've asked comments for names. So it's got no name, so there's no instructions yet. But the rules are very simple, okay?
Okay.
I then spent many time explaining the rules to Jessie P in the most convoluted and complicated way possible. When, simply put, all you need to do is knock the other person off their pressure plate with a bow and arrow. How hard could it be? You're not allowed to crouch and cling on. You've just got to knock the other person off the pressure plate, and when that happens, the lights will go on, and a rocket will fire out of the dispenser to signify that you've won.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
So you can fire as quickly as you want. You can have as many arrows as you want. You're not limited to 64. That's just all I had on me at the time. But I would advise against using like a Power 5 flame bow because it's not intentional to kill each other.
Fair.
But you can if you want. It's up to you. So in the other box over there, there's another bow and arrow. Do you want to be Team Cyan or Team Orange?
Yes, I want cyan.
I'll be Team Orange then. Okay.
Did you leave the bow?
No, I didn't. I just took it. Oh, jeez. I'll bring it back. Oh, jeez. It's a pressure plate. I'm going to have to do something with these pressure plates, Jessie. Oh, no. I've just done that one. Here you go. Have a load of arrows. I could do with an infinity bow, really, over here. Or a couple of them.
Hold on. I have a bajillion arrows, bajillion levels, and I have a really cheap infinity villager.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Amazing. Moments later, we were both armed with infinity bows and ready to go. Well, if you'd like to take up your position on your pressure plate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I stand on the pressure plate. Won't that just set it off again?
No, it's when you come off it, it sets it off.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to get on mine. Okay, so I can't see you. I'm assuming you're on yours.
I am now. Oops.
Yeah, your lights have gone off. This is good news. My lights should be off.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I think
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you can!
Oh, wow, jeez, that was close, there. Oh. It's very difficult to tell how high you're shooting. Oh, jeez. They're getting very close. Oh.
I'm trying very hard. Oh!
My bow keeps disappearing because I've got that stupid FOV changer on.
Oh, see, I don't. Oh!
Yay!
You win!
I win! Oh. Hurrah!
That was one good hit.
It just takes one hit from that distance, 100 blocks away.
One hit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was pretty good.
Nice. Would you like another round?
Yes, I want to see if I can do it again.
Round 2.
Ready, steady, go. Ooh, that was bad.
Very low.
That was very bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Too high, maybe, possibly. So hard to tell.
Yeah. See, that's I can mostly see where your arrows are coming from. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. Oh, that one. You can see them, the trails, how accurate they are, because they do tend to drift off a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, that's got a bit close. That one was spot on there. It looked it on my screen at least.
Ooh, you're getting much more centralized. Come on. Oh, yep, there you go.
You win!
Hooray! I win again. Nice. So, having won twice, Jessie and I then discussed how we might change the game to make it even more interesting, and we talked about different weapons. Perhaps players could have a choice of weapon, and we looked at using tridents with the loyalty enchantment and crossbows with multi-shot. I really liked these ideas, and I liked the feedback that Jessie gave me, which I will implement later in the video. Speaking of the video, I suppose it's time we actually got started.
You lose.
Continuing with the game with no name, there's still some work that needs to be done. Currently, there is no easy way to get to either of the towers because, well, there's a hill next to them that you could fall down, but there's no real way back up again. And looking at this area as a whole, apart from all of the lovely builds that everybody's been doing, let's look away from all of those, yeah, it all looks just a little bit tatty. So I think today, I'm going to focus on making everything look a little bit nicer. And I'm going to start with how we get to these towers. You see, they're both next to these hills, and I'm thinking if we dig into the hill and do a path going up through the hills, come on, fly, you nearly got it, there we go, through the hills and then come up to a point in the middle somewhere, we could actually have the entrance to our game, like somewhere over here, we go underground, we go to one, or we go to the other one. The one thing I am going to need, however, if I'm going to be digging all the way underground round here, is haste, which I do have if I go over here, because I have a beacon underground down there, but I don't have if I go over here. There's no haste over on this side at all. So obviously that means I'm going to start on this side, which isn't a problem. However, I don't really know where I'm going to be going to, so I could probably really do to plan this all out. But I didn't plan this out, I just continued to dig and hope for the best. While digging, I found a cave with many vines inside and decided to get rid of them all, for no particular reason. And that viney cave conveniently led to the exact right position where I wanted the center of these tunnels to be, which I marked with a grass block. Also very convenient is this room right here that I've just found, which is almost perfectly exactly where I want to be. Now, I haven't put these torches in here, someone else has, but I'm assuming they've just come round lighting underneath the ground. Up there, a few blocks away, is the actual surface. And if I pile up a little bit like this and poke my head through, you'll see I am almost pretty much exactly where I wanted to be. This is perfect. So that room can be the rules room where we do all the rules and stuff for the game. This is wonderful. So I've got the tunnel that goes all the way down to that tower now, which I just need to decorate and get rid of a few more vines. But there you go, there's the tower right at the end over there. So all I got to do is dig the other way now, but this time I'm not going to have haste, so it might be a little bit slower. Oh, there are... apparently, right next to this room, there are a surprising number of doors down here. What? And minecart tracks behind those. No, forget it. Right, we're going to build there. It's fine. So it was time to get cracking on digging the next tunnel, which of course meant I did need to move my beacon, which I did. And then I started digging. And then I found a Zloy.
I wrote a song for you, Foxy. It's specially for you. It
Okay.
doesn't have actual music in it, because I haven't gotten hang of Bruno yet. But you're gonna love this. Okay, check this out.
Okay.
So, it's about our me and you. It's about mostly you though. Welcome to the dumb shop where we're not smart. We will let you buy whatever for a fart. Come sell us your garbage. Our process are wild. If you do, it might resurrect my child. What? That's.
Pardon?
Are you not happy?
Why would I not be
song?
happy? I'm over the moon with it. I don't understand it. Would you like to go deconstruct it line by line for me so I can understand?
No, actually, yeah. I think this is more of a show don't tell situation. So come over with me. Let's go check it out.
Okay, yeah. This water cave that I'm trying. Yeah, okay, fine. 100% completely baffled, Zloy then took me to his shop and showed me the most amazing thing in the world.
Okay, come in.
Okay.
All right. Close your eyes.
Okay, eyes are closed.
Turn around. Walk. No, walk here. Walk towards the gold blocks.
Wow.
Yeah, right? And now look up.
No.
Yes.
I can buy copper for smelly, stupid books.
Well, I mean, you can buy copper for the money that I issued. I don't know about the stupid, smelly books you were talking about.
Wow. Okay, so... Oh, man. 1 dumb for 16 copper. I've got quite a few dumb. Oh, man. Does that mean I'm going to need to start opening up my shops for dumb again?
Oh, like again, you don't have to. There's plenty of dumb to be bought. To like, if you're just willing to sell random materials.
How? Yeah, where do I do this? Where? And how?
You just come in and you swap it back and forth.
Okay, so I can give you andesite for dumb. What else can I give you for dumb?
There's basalt, deep,
No way.
cobalt deep slate, and diorite, cobblestone, stone. I'm actually going to be expanding, so there's like calcite, other stuff. I just haven't printed that much money yet.
I can give you basalt for dumb.
Only a limited amount. Like as soon as this is filled in, then it's like there's not going to be any dumb unless someone buys it back from this.
Right. Okay. So this is either way. So if I see basalt in there and I've got dumb, I can
yes,
take the
that's the entire idea. So you might want to keep checking this like area with the copper, because if you buy all of this out, somebody might come in and swap it back, and there's gonna be more copper.
Completely amazed that I was now able to swap basalt for copper. I made it my mission to fill every single one of Zloy's 20 barrels with basalt and earn myself many, many coppers. Well, that's given me something to do today, hasn't it?
I know, right? You might want to get yourself a basalt farm or something.
I've got one. But basalt would have to wait because I had a couple of tunnels to finish digging. We now have a couple of tunnels, one here and one over there, and they both link back to the main room at the middle, which is absolutely great. I haven't decorated anything yet. I have left them completely bare, and I've filled them with many, many torches to stop things from spawning. And of course, we will be decorating these in a really natural way, a little bit like what I did at the bottom of the lake with some mossy cobble and cobblestone and tough blocks and all those sorts of things to make them look a little bit more organic and natural looking caves. And they go all the way through from one side to the other, which is great. However, for some reason, my mind's not really on making caves at the moment. It is on basalt and getting 20 chests worth of it, which of course means I'm going to need to repair my pickaxe, just like that. And I'm going to need a whole bunch of shulker boxes. At the moment, I've only got 8. So I'm going to have to do a few trips. And of course, by trips, I mean trips to the basalt farm, which we have behind me, which I also need to fill up with basalt. So I guess I'm going to be stood here for a while whacking this basalt and collecting as much of it as possible in order to get those 8 shulker boxes nice and full. Well, 3 blunt pickaxes later, and I have a chest of basalt, as well as 8 shulker boxes with the basalt. This is very good news. So first of all, I'm going to go to Zloy's shop and apparently collect a load of rotten flesh. I don't want that, thank you very much. Yeah, and drop off my basalt and collect my dung. And for those 8 shulker boxes, I got 4.5 stacks of dung, which isn't that much at all. So how much copper is this going to buy us? Let's take all of this copper out of here, which is really not that much, and fill in this chest. And this chest is going to take us almost 2 stacks of dung. Jeez. So we'll take another chest and fill this one in. And that leaves us with 18 dung, which is not quite enough for a full chest. In fact, that is just 2 lines of a chest. And now it looks like I've got a reasonable amount of copper in my inventory, but once this is smelted, that's only 2 stacks of blocks for 8 shulker boxes worth of basalt. That really doesn't seem like a very good deal. Anyway, regardless of it being a bad deal, it is still certainly a lot faster than mining the stuff just using the basalt farm, and considering how easy it is to come back here and just fix my pickaxes, it really isn't a bad way to get a lot of copper. And as we've already seen, Zloy has an awful lot of copper. He's got plenty here, which he can fortune down and get many, 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 and he's got plenty still in his little shop, as we can see here. So although I'm not going to run straight back to the basalt generator and finish off getting him the full 20 shulker boxes worth, I am definitely going to go back there later and grab myself some more. For now though, however, it is time to grab my under the lake boxes and start working on those caves. Or should I say tunnels? Basically these things going either way need decorating, and I also need to build something on top of here and a way down into this area with all the rules and things. So I suppose I better get cracking. However, as usual on starting a new project, I immediately got distracted. What is this? Episode 0 game winners. Okay, so if you didn't know, when we did the episode zeros, we said whoever won that episode 0 competitions, the losing team had to make statues of us. I'm not sure that this counts. I'm not sure this counts at all. But whatever. Anyway, we need to build here and, yeah, well, I better just get building, hadn't I? And get building I did, starting with digging out a hole at spawn down to the rules room, on which I built a small tower with a similar block palette to the main towers in the game. I then added a ladder down to the rules room and decorated the room in a similar fashion with lots of mossy blocks and leaves. I started with a slab floor and the usual torches underneath for hidden lighting, and then added in 2 copper arches that lead to the different tunnels. One arch was made with normal copper blocks, which will weather and become oxidized over time, and the other was made with waxed copper, so that would stay orange. On completing the arches, I finished the walls, added lots of leaves for the ceiling to give it a nice overgrown look, and then proceeded to continue the floor down the first tunnel leading to the Cyan Tower. The tunnel was then filled with the different blocks from the same palette, mainly consisting of cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, andesite tuff, and just stone, with torches hidden behind slabs and stairs to prevent mob spawning and keep the tunnel nice and light. It came together nice and quickly. And in no time at all, the Cyan Tunnel was complete, and it was time to do the exact same to the Orange Tunnel, which I did, in exactly the same way, until that tunnel was also complete. And that felt like it took forever. However, we are very close to being there. As you can see, we've got a couple of arches. We've got this one here, which is going to stay orange, that goes to the Orange Tower. And we've got this one here that's going to change to Cyan, which will go to the Cyan Tower. And if we go down either of those, you'll see I have made the tunnels look natural-ish. Lots and lots of mossy cobblestone. Maybe it gone a little bit overboard with the moss. And then we've just got this end bit here, which I need to sort out. I could do with some fence posts and some basically things to put lights on. And there's another couple of things that I can do. So heading back up here, you can see I've put a bow and a trident there, because after playing with Jesse B, I thought it would be a good idea to have all 3 things. The only thing I'm missing is crossbows, but I know where I've got loads of crossbows. That's right, there should be a whole bunch of crossbows at the Trident Farm, and I don't think I've actually shown this on camera, what Jessie B has done to this thing. Look at this, what she's built around the bottom. It's absolutely ridiculous. It looks amazing. It's very reminiscent of a pillager outpost, but also very much run down and destroyed. I absolutely love it, but I don't want to be looking at that. I want to go downstairs and into the storage area where hopefully I'll have many, many crossbows. And there we go, look, many crossbows. Yeah, I emptied this out the other day, so I guess someone else must have been AFK here for a while. So with the crossbows, what I'm really looking for is multi-shot. Jesse B had that really good idea that we could use multi-shot on the crossbows to make it a more interesting challenge. However, I am not seeing any crossbows with multi-shot enchantment. Literally not one. So it might be that pillagers don't ever spawn with a multi-shot crossbow, and that's only one you can get from enchanting it yourself or from books. And if that's the case, then I've got a bit of a job to do. Which, of course, is what I immediately went into. Gathering all of the crossbows I could get, and then mending lots of them, so that we had nice mended crossbows. And then looking through every single one of the enchanted books for ones with multi-shot and unbreaking, and loyalty for the tridents that I needed to enchant. Okay, I've gathered up some items and I've gathered up some books, and inside of this shulker box we now have 4 crossbows ready with 4 books with multi-shot, and I've also got some unbreaking books as well. I'd like to put unbreaking on all of these. I've also got 4 tridents, and I've got 4 books with loyalty on. All of these are from the raid farm. I've also got 2 more infinity books because I thought it'd be a good idea to have 4 of each type of weapon just in case there's any accidents. So, I guess it's time to start combining things, so I'm going to do the crossbows first. There we go, they all have unbreaking on, now they just need multi-shot. How hard could it be? And there we go, all of those crossbows have now got multi-shot, and now the tridents for loyalty. And my anvil broke, this is bad news. But fortunately I have plenty of iron, so have a new anvil, which is good news. And now we have 4 tridents with loyalty, no unbreaking on those though. So now I just need a couple more bows. And of course, even with 2 spiders farms, for some reason I only have 4 pieces of string. Yes, great. Oh, and apparently a shulker box with many, many in. So this is good news. So with 2 more books and 2 more bows, we now have 2 more bows with infinity on. This is good news. And they can go in there as well. And here we go. We can now put that enchanted crossbow on there to add the set. And all I've got to do now is put all of the weapons and items into these barrels that we've got in here. So I'll take those out of there, put 2 of those in there, 2 of those in there, and 2 of those in there. And I'll do exactly the same here. And I just need to go grab those 2 bows from the other podiums. Now, all of the time that I've been working on these tunnels today and working in this area, I've been thinking of names for this. And the one that I like the most that keeps coming to my mind is long shot, because it is a long way to shoot whatever item that you are going to be shooting with. So I quite like that one, but I am going to choose whatever you guys pick in the comments. And there we go, just like that, we've got an orange team sign and a cyan team sign, so there really shouldn't be any confusion. However, what might be confusing is that there's absolutely no signs at all on this thing, so no one's going to have any clue what it is, and it doesn't really look all that great, does it? But that's fine. We'll stick a sign on it, people will know what it is, and then we can do something else. So there we go, we've got Foxy's game with no name yet, an entrance. Perfect, that'll do, although I've just noticed that I'm missing a shulker box from my ender chest, which is not good. Have I left it in here somewhere? Please tell me it's not despawned. Oh no. And which shulker box is it? It is whatever goes there. It's my mob drop box. I know where that is. It's at my base. Whew. There it is. Found it. Nice. It appears that my dripstone has been growing like crazy again while I've been working in the area. Jeez, this stuff is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, and hopefully we'll find that a lot of that copper has already smelted. Do you know, I haven't even been down here. I've only been working nearby on those tunnels, and look how much stuff has smelted. So I've obviously been loading this thing. This is amazing. And seeing all of this copper is making me itchy for more copper. Oh, absolutely itchy. As you can see, I've already loaded up my inventory with more shulker boxes. You know what that means, don't you? It's time to go get more basalt. And with another 3 dead pickaxes, we now have actually 10 more shulker boxes with the basalt, because I got extra this time. Because I don't know why, I just did. So with all of those now empty and a handful of dumb in my pockets, there really aren't that many more of these to actually fill up. We've got 1, 2, and I think that's it. Yep, I've been through all of those. We only need 2 more to fill up, which is great news. And I've actually got more dumb. You see, when Zloy first gave out dumb, he actually gave us 27 each. So I've got those there. And I'm obviously entitled to half of the profits that we've had over at our rocket shop and the totem shop. So if I take half of those and half of those and half of those, then that's even more. And I have noticed, even though we're not actually accepting dumb, the people are still paying with it, so I need to sort these out. So that's 9 more there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to give half of those to Slack. So back at Dumbface's Dumb Shop, I now have many more dumbs to swap for many more coppers. So that now means I have all of this copper and all of this copper. So that's over a single chest worth of copper ingots. I'm going to go and smelt it all down and turn it all into tasty, well, blocks, I guess. And here we go. All I've got to do is replace many, many fish with many, many copper. And we will have copper ingots coming out of our furnace for days. Which means I can repair my pickaxes, just like that. And now I can go and grab those last 2 double chests worth of basalt. Single chests? Yes, single chests. That's what I said. You didn't? You said double chest? No, I didn't. And now, with only 1 pickaxe broken this time, that is all complete. I have given Zloy 2 more boxes of basalt, which means that every single one of his chests here is now absolutely full of basalt. And I have taken a whole bunch more dumb and replaced it with this raw copper, which I'm now finally going to take to my furnace for the final time today. And with that all in the furnace now, all I've got to do is wait until I'm grey and old for the furnace to get through it all. I should take no time at all. You're already grey and old. Oh, shut up. I'm not that old. Yeah, you are. You really shut up. Leave me alone. Now, the next thing on the agenda for me to do today is to tidy up this area, basically to put some new paths in and just make the whole area look a little bit nicer and hopefully a little bit less torch spammy. And I will be doing that very shortly as part of the Truly Bedrock livestream weekend. However, I have a problem. And it's not really a bad problem, it's more of a good problem, but it is a problem, and that's that this dripstone behind me keeps growing. And it's getting very frustrating trying to come down this corridor all the time with all of this in the way. And I know that's the entire point of it. It's there ready for me to harvest when I need it. But the problem is, when you're harvesting it, you have a tendency to smash the ones at the top by mistake, or you have a tendency to smash holes in the floor by mistake. So the entire process is very tedious and a little bit annoying. Use a flying machine. No, I'm not going to use a flying machine. Not in Spawn Town. No way. It'll lag out the server. And now that I've got more pointed dripstone than I could ever possibly stick on things, you could turn it all to dripstone blocks. Yeah, well, if I do that, the comments will scream at me because they said, oh, you can get all of the blocks you want from masons, even though I hate villagers. They've got a point. So I don't really need any more pointed dripstone. But I don't want to get rid of all of this stuff, and it will be handy to have a supply of it in the future. So I think rather than, well, just remove it and never have it again, I think I'm going to move it. And there you go, prime example of the problem. I just put a big hole in the roof trying to get some of the dripstone down because I've got haste 2 at the minute, which is even worse than trying to smash this stuff to bits. Use a flying machine. Shut up about flying machine. I'm not using a flying machine in my base, in this hallway, in the middle of the spawn area. It's not happening. But Silent, I don't care what Silent Whisper did or has done or what type of flying machine he's got or how not laggy it is. I'm not putting a flying machine in here, okay? But no buts. It's not happening. Oh, okay. Anyway, now that that's all tidied up and I've got another nearly 5 stacks of it in my inventory, like I said, I'm going to move it. Oh, look, see, I've missed a bit. I broke a piece there and there that I shouldn't have done. And there, look. It's so annoying. So yeah, I'm going to move it. And I think out here would be the perfect place to do it. We could either have this little area here set up to do it, or we could dig out a bit more of this wall here and probably have it in that section there. But look, we've got so much space, there's no need to have it going straight across the hallway. So, of course, I got to work, first of all, by removing all of the water above the dripstone, and then removing the dirt that I used to remove the water, and then removing the sea lanterns, and then placing torches, and then smashing dripstone to bits, and then collecting the items, and then putting a new ceiling in to replace the old one, and then doing an entire lifespan's worth of digging. And then I had a good idea. Now, you would be excused for thinking that this dripstone farm is just another generic dripstone farm, very similar to what we had in the hallway in the other room, and that you would just come in and break the dripstone and collect it and be off on your merry way. However, if you were to look closely at this farm, you would realize that this is probably the best dripstone farm in the world. You see, it doesn't matter how many hastes I've got with this farm. When I collect the dripstone, I won't smash the ceiling and I won't smash the floor because I won't be using my pickaxe at all. What I will be doing is coming over to this wall and pressing this button, and then the entire system will just break all of the dripstone for me, which I can then just collect and then spend a little bit of time placing back on the ceiling without smashing many blocks or breaking my pickaxe. And while you might think this is a very manual approach, trust me, having run this a few times now, it is far less annoying and far quicker than trying to break each individual little piece with your pickaxe. You wouldn't have to replant it if you used the flash. Shut up! There we go, fully planted in again. So everything worked out perfectly, which means our old hallway is nice and clear again. And it means I have yet another chest of junk that I've mined out of the walls in order to put this thing in. Having now cleared up that junk, the question now is, do we still need this dripstone farm, which is, well, incredibly slow and doesn't really give us all that much pointed dripstone? And the answer is yes, we do. Because this is going to generate a very small amount of passive dripstone completely automatically. I don't have to do anything, I don't have to press buttons, I don't have to replant anything. Over time we will gather a small amount of dripstone in these chests. Whereas this one is more for bulk supply when I need a lot of it quickly, so I can just press the button and gather as much as I need. Well, my plan for today's video was to make things more pretty, but unfortunately I've run out of time. However, I did do a good amount of work on the Truly Bedrock livestream weekend. As you can see here, we went round replacing all of the grass paths with the same floor design that I used over on the bridge over there and on that area there. And it's come together okay, although I didn't get it all finished, as you can see. What I did get more complete was this area over here where you can see we've got more sort of fences and bushes around the edges. And I think it's come together quite nicely, and I want to link up everything with these sorts of things. It also looks like since then, Tiz has got oh no, Scam 5. Oh, this is bad news. Coming soon from Tiz. We have some more things. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working on more of this. But unfortunately, this video has gone on way too long. So unfortunately, it's time to end. And on that note, I hope you have really enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.